Welcome on Word Out channel. My name is Emma. Today we are having a very amazing guest on our platform, and you are most welcome on this platform.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so you're welcome on this platform, and people out there, they want to know much about you. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, once more, guys, thank you, and I greet you all. My name is Grace Lusalajume. I live in Chicago, Illinois. I am, sometimes I kind of don't know how to introduce myself because I'm actually in between being a student and a worker. So I combine school and work. Right now, I can say I'm a student, a civil engineering student. I'm also an employee in one of the companies around Chicago.
Thank you very much. You say you come from?
Okay, I am originally from Congo. Like you guys can tell from my accent, I speak French.
Yep.
I'm a Congolese from the Democratic. Also, I spent a good amount of years in South Africa, which means I can speak Zulu. Apart from French and Zulu, I also speak Lingala. I know Swahili, and I think that's how far my languages go.
Wow. Okay. All right. So the reason why we are having you here, we want to learn much about you, and your experience can help us also, and help other people out there to learn much from you, right? Being a person in America, it's kind of challenging. At the same time, it's so amazing. Before coming to America, what were you doing back in Africa?
Okay, like I said, I spent I don't want to count, but a good number of years in South Africa, more than 5 years in South Africa. So I was studying. I studied in South Africa, and I was also working, but it wasn't like a full-time or part-time job. It was just like a seasonal job, you know, after like during vacations. That's when I'll go and find myself a job, you know, just a seasonal job. So those are the two things I was doing, but mainly I was studying.
What kind of job was that?
It was not those student jobs. Could be anything. Like I worked at a hair salon with my sister. I worked at, you know, in a project with my friends. When I say project, it could be construction projects, like going to site visits, going to, you know, just like anything that kind of makes you feel like you want to learn more, you know. So.
Oh, good. What do you miss? Do you miss anything back in Africa?
Sure, I do. I keep telling my friends like I miss food all the way back home because actually in the United States, especially in Chicago, there are stores, but like the food is expensive. You know? If you really want to cook like, if you want the food to taste like African food, you have to, you know, have a good amount of money. The money must be, you got a budget, you know, because it's not gonna be as cheap as it is in Africa. So that's why I can say I miss the food a lot. I also miss my family members because right now I don't live with my mom. So I miss my mom and my friends too. You know, it's so hard to make new friends, and because you don't really know who is who and then who does what. So I miss people. I miss the food also.
Yeah. Right. How do you like America, and how do you feel about it?
Wow, that's a good question. How do I like America and how do I feel about America?
Yes.
First of all, I would say I like the United States because this is, to be honest, this is a country where everybody wants to come, you know, and then it has a lot of opportunities. I always tell my friends like in this country you can make your dreams come true, you know. So that's why I like being in America because I feel like I'm free. Not free to do any other thing, but free to make my dreams come true. So,
do you feel welcomed?
Sure, I do. I do feel welcome. The fact that I'm actually speaking right now in front of you, it's huge for me. You know, you don't have any barriers. You actually feel comfortable saying your points, saying what you think, feeling your emotions. You know, freely. So yeah, I really feel welcomed.
Step by step, you talked about doing a lot of things in your life. tell us what you do right now, particularly in terms of job or education.
Okay, I'm gonna start a little bit of how I ended up doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So when when I came in America, in the United States, back in South Africa, I knew already that when I would get here, my qualifications won't be acceptable, you know. And when I came here, that was the first thing.
What do you mean? Your qualification will not be acceptable. What do you mean with that?
I knew that in the United States, they don't accept foreigners' qualifications. So for you to get a better job, to get a professional job, that's what I mean by better job, you need United States paperwork qualifications. So for that, I already knew. So that's why coming here, I started working on my school qualifications. So I was actually working towards the evaluations, you know, getting my transcripts to be evaluated to the United States standard.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I was also working on the finance, you know. I started working, saving up so I can be able to finance my education.
Okay, a little bit back.
Yeah.
So what was your first entry job? So that maybe I can really relate the saving and, you know.
Yeah. I see. It's a good one. I got an opportunity as soon as I came in the United States. I worked for an architectural company, which is a professional job. So based on my background as a civil engineer, I have a background in construction. So when I came, I had this opportunity with one of the architectural company in Chicago. They gave me an opportunity, you know, to work for them. I wasn't working as an architect because I'm not an architect until right now, but I just had an opportunity. That's one of the opportunities you can only get when you come in the United States. They see your potential and they actually help you out, you know, from what you have. So being in that environment of architects, being in an architectural company, it actually helped me figure out the life of engineers and architects in the United States, and especially in Chicago. So I think from there I had like a clear mind, you know, of what I'm gonna do next. Either I wanna stick to being in the construction field, or like change my major, like change my career, because in case I see like it wouldn't work in the United States. So I think that's where it goes.
So right now you at school.
Yeah, right now.
Completing your education.
Yeah, completing my education.
In construction.
Yes.